What's up guys, it is Chris back with another watch video. Today we are looking at REISE. This is the Resolute and a very new micro brand to actually hit the scene. Now REISE in German means travel, means journey, and then they've named the actual watch itself Resolute. So pretty cool naming here. Actually, I really like the logo that they have, and they unfortunately only put it on the crown, and I think the logo is actually pretty cool. Other than that, the watch has very good dimensions and specs. So getting right into the dimensions, it's 40.5 millimeters wide, 46 millimeters lug to lug. You get a 20 millimeter lug width, and then 11.5 millimeters thick. Now this does have an NH35, so considering that is actually pretty thin for the NH35. Screwed in crown, screwed in case back, full titanium case, and we'll come back to that. That also has a ultra hex coating on it, which makes that titanium ultra hard and scratch resistant. Sapphire crystal with super AR coating. So that means they are putting tons of layers of AR coating on the underside of this sapphire crystal. And you can see there is actually really good anti-reflective properties on this sapphire crystal, because I have a lot of studio lights in my studio. And usually you could see, sometimes you could see the camera I actually have above, and you can barely see that in this sapphire crystal. So the anti-reflective properties of this crystal are really good due to all of those layers of anti-reflective coating. Then on here you have a pretty nice canvas strap, which is leather on the underside. It is signed by the brand name there, and it just says genuine leather. And of course a titanium buckle, same hard coating put on the buckle as well, and then you get that that little signature of their actual logo on the buckle itself, which I like. It's a milled buckle, it's custom, it looks really good, and in general a very light watch. This watch only weighs 65 grams, so a very, very lightweight watch. Even though you have that NH35 in there, which does add a little bit of weight to the watch, it's a very different offering from a micro brand, and obviously this is their initial offering. They're on Kickstarter, and I believe their Kickstarter starts today, August 20th, 2020. So if you're interested in this watch, definitely check out their Kickstarter. Now on the dial, we have a lot of loom applied, and we're going to do a loom shot later, but you have applied indices, and those applied indices are really raised very nicely and very neatly applied. And then the dial itself, and I'll do close-ups of this so you can see it, there is a beautiful almost sand texturing to the black, but it is a uniform black color. So when you're looking at it from far away, you see it as a black dial. When you're looking at it close up, you see that there is a texture, but there is no break in the color at all, so that's nice. And then you have a nice surround around the date window. The date window is at 3 o'clock, and a color match date wheel. So this comes in a few different colors. This is the black colorway. They have a green, a blue, and then a gray. And they have a fume sort of pattern on those other dials. This is the solid black dial, so you get a solid black color. The Swiss Luminova, as I mentioned here, is very liberally applied, and we'll do a really quick loom shot at the end of this, and you can see that it is very, very nicely loomed and very neatly loomed. So the loom on here it looks good, it looks very crisp and sharp. This is obviously a field watch, but it's a very rugged watch that you could do pretty much anything with. You do get a screwed-in crown and screwed-in case back, and I always feel safer when you have a screwed-in case back and screwed-in crown. Obviously a screwed-in case back, but a screwed-in crown when you have 100 meters water resistance. So that means you could definitely get this wet, and it's not a big deal. You won't accidentally open up your crown and get your hands wet, or go diving or swimming, or you probably won't go diving, but you probably could go swimming with this watch. And if you accidentally you'd unscrew your crown, that's a lot harder than just unclicking your crown. And then in my opinion, I always go for the screwed-in crown, no matter what the water resistance is. Drilled lugs, which is great for changing straps. And I honestly want to ask the brand a question. can you please make a bracelet for this watch in titanium? The case is awesome. There's angles everywhere. It looks like a stealth bomber. They really, I think that's probably where they got some of the inspiration from here. Of course, the designer of this watch came from another major micro brand. I won't name the brand, obviously, because I don't know if they want that out in the public. However, they did come from another major micro brand who make very high quality watches, and the design here has some of the cues from that other brand, but I think this stands on its own. It looks really good, and like I said, the case is very angular. It has a lot of facets to it. It's primarily bead blasted, so the entire case, bezel, and the back of the watch is actually bead blasted as well. And I think it looks really good, even though it doesn't have any other sorts of finishings. It has a very, very angular case, which looks really modern and really sharp, really crisp and clean. Very minimalist, actually, even though there's a lot of facets to it. Other than that, I really like the handset. I like the printing on the dial, and I like the dial itself. Very interesting watch and a very interesting offering from a micro brand as their first offering. And I will get into price right after I do a wristwatch check. Really quickly, I am wearing a Briston. This is a new watch that was actually sent to the channel for review. Very interesting watch, actually. This has an acetate or tortoiseshell case, a very domed sapphire crystal, automatic NH35. But it has a teak dial, which is really cool. This is the Clubmaster, 200 meters water resistance, and it has an inner rotating bezel, dual screw down crowns. Pretty cool. And we'll definitely do a full review on that and unboxing, because that came with the box. This, unfortunately, did not come with a box. And I believe they're doing that only just because this is a reviewer's watch. And you can see on my 7.5-inch wrist, this watch wears very nicely. It's about a 40.5 millimeter watch if you're measuring it this way, but if you measure it in like, let's just say from 12 to 6, it comes in at around 39 millimeters or 39.5 millimeters. Although it wears just like, I would say, a spot on 40 millimeters in my opinion. It really wears perfectly. I really like the strap combination. It looks rugged. It looks like an anywhere, go anywhere, do anything type of watch, and I really like that. And it's automatic. I really like the date window. I really think this is a really great offering, especially considering the price. So this will go up to around $399 after the Kickstarter campaign has completed. However, the initial price on this, if you go on the Kickstarter, is going to be around $270. That's $270 for a fully titanium watch with a titanium back, titanium crown, titanium bezel, sapphire crystal, automatic NH35, titanium buckle, which is signed crown. And the crown is signed very nicely, and it's very large, very grippy. I think this is a really good price. $270 could be one of the better priced watches that I've had on the channel. Another watch that comes to mind is the 9-4 that I had on that had an NH35. It was $199, but that wasn't titanium. It did have a bracelet, but this is really different and a really good price. $70 more than that other watch, but you're getting a fully titanium watch. That is pretty cool. And a lot of micro brands don't use titanium, and when they do, they're pretty expensive. So a really good offering, a really strong first offering from this brand. So very quickly, I will do a Loom Shot, and then we will wrap up the video. Well, there you have it. Pretty decent lume on here. It's a lot of lume on those indices. The indices are really nice. I really love the applied indices on this watch. They're very high and liberally applied with that lume. It's Super Luminova BGW9. Very, very nicely applied. I think this is a winner. I really like this watch. I hope that the Kickstarter is successful because I think they're doing something pretty special, and I would really love to see this on a bracelet. Please, guys, consider making a bracelet for this watch. I think it would look amazing, and if you put that ultra hex coating on the bracelet as well, this would be a stellar watch. This is awesome as it is, but I always like to have a bracelet option. So I think a lot of people do, and I think this would look really killer on a bracelet. Anyway, tell me what you think of this watch. Please add a comment in the comment section below. I really want to hear from you guys. I think this is a very cool watch, as I mentioned a dozen times in the video. But tell me what you guys think. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel. Please also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog. I have some links in the description below. Those links are to Amazon. If you buy anything through those links, it doesn't have to be a watch that I have linked to. It goes to help supporting the channel, doesn't cost you anything extra, and it does not interrupt your Prime benefits. Anyway, thank you for logging on, and I will catch you guys in the next video.